Campers Classic. It's available based on the Ford Transit Custom, as in here, and the VW Transporter. And you can get it in short wheelbase and long wheelbase. This is the short wheelbase one here. There are 3 roofs available with it: the pop top, a low height steel roof, and a fixed high top. So let's take a closer look at the inside. One of the things you're going to want to do on the Classic is spin the seat round. Fortunately, it's a nice simple task. Just pull the lever and rotate the seat. Adjust the armrests as well. Quite straightforward. And you can slide it a fair way back to make the most of the lounge space. One thing you will notice on this one is it doesn't come with a driver's seat swivel as standard. You can get one fitted, but in all honesty, it doesn't add a lot to this particular layout. If you want one with a driver's seat swivel, you're probably better off looking at one of Autocamper's other models. I'll show you some of the other details of the interior now. Excuse me, Al. So inside on this model, there's much more of a traditional feel. It's got the classic side kitchen layout that runs right the way up to the back of the driver's seat. With all your mod cons fitted into it and a fixed seat. On the Classic, you get this useful cutlery drawer, the handy compressor fridge with a hinged opening door. One of the really nice features about the Autocampers is this clever shelving system they've devised. So I'll just clear these towels out of the way, lift the catch up, that one folds down, this one folds up, secures in place, and now you can use the hanging rail for storage. So flexible layout, great bit of design. And very easy to pop back into towel storage mode. Setting up the bed for night time in the Classic is very straightforward. Just whip out the headrests, put them to one side, then release the catches underneath and just pull it forward. And it drops into place. You can pop the seatbelt buckles out of the way. This particular one has also got a memory foam topper, which you can order as an option. And you've got a 6 foot long bed by 4 foot wide, so great for 2 adults. Nice and comfortable. To pop the mattress back, just fold up your duvet, get that out of the way. Then you'll see this long strap here. Pull the long strap up as you push with your knees. And as soon as it latches, it can then go back in various latched positions, depending on how upright or angled you want your travel seat. Pop it all the way back and put the headrest back in. Good seats as well, they're good, they're proper adult sized travel seats these, and they're also M1 pull tested for safety, so great for all the family.
The rear section of the bed can be angled like a chaise longue or a day bed. This is a very unique feature of the Classic bed design.
This particular Classic is finished with the driftwood furniture option, but you do get all sorts of other options if you want something a bit more colourful and a bit more non-traditional, so lots of choice when it comes to speccing up your furniture board. So to set the bed up, just pull it down, and you've got an adult-sized bed with a nicely padded foam mattress. You do get in the roof bed, is a couple of meshed screens to either side. I'll just open one up for you. These fold down out of the way. And you can also unzip this mesh, which is unusual. You can't do it on all models. At the front, you've also got a vinyl window, so you can let a bit of light in, should you wish. It's a lovely smooth drive. That's the thing that really stands out. Lots of torque, low down torque, so you don't need to let it rev out. You can just let the gears do the work. Very, very smooth, very refined, very car-like. So if you're thinking of using one of these as a daily driver, I don't think you'd struggle at all. It could easily replace a family car. I like the heated seats as well. I think that's an option on this particular one, but yes, it's warming my bottom a treat on this lovely chilly day. Instruments, typical Ford, very clear, easy to read. It's got nice blue needles on the dials, which is quite an attractive feature. Obviously you've got your full-on infotainment system, all sorts of clever things. It syncs with your phones, it's got the mobile apps, so you can have your phone, you know, if you're using the sat-nav on your phone, for example, you can have it on the big screen. Heating controls, they updated them on the last facelift of Transit Custom, and they're much better. They're far more logically laid out. There's a man with various arrows depicting parts of the body where you can direct the air, so that's all very intuitive. One thing that's really good on the limited spec, you get 10-way adjustable seat. You've got the leather steering wheel, leather trim on the gear knob, so it's very tactile, feels great. Also, this generation of Transit Custom, it's got the electronic power steering, which varies the assistance depending on the speed. Yeah, it's easy to turn the power steering. At lower speed then I could feel it had more assistance, so that's quite a nice feature. I like this new steering. One thing you notice with the Ford, that torque, the low down torque, I was coming up to roundabout then, in third gear. Normally, in a lot of vans you'd have to change down. In this, just let the torque pull it. It's quite a relaxing engine to drive. I mean, that was under, well, it's probably under about 1800 revs, so it has got a lot of grunt low down, this engine. Autocampers build on the high-spec limited model, so you have all sorts of nice bells and whistles as standard. So there's all sorts of labour-saving gadgets such as automatic wipers, auto headlights, you've got power mirrors, they're heated and they fold. So there's quite a lot of kit that comes as standard. A lot of other manufacturers build on lesser spec models of Transit rather than the top one. It's not just the Transit either. When they're doing VW Transporter conversions, they're built on the top Highline model too, so you do get a lot on the base vehicle. So it does feel very premium, which, you know, when you're spending 50,000 plus on a camper van, that's important. A lot of people use their camper van as their main driver, so could this replace your daily driver? How would you get on living with a Transit as a family car? Well, here we are in town. I've got better visibility than I would have in the majority of cars, and even in some SUVs, which aren't actually that high. And yeah, big mirrors. It's got two lots of mirrors as well. A lot of cars only have one mirror, whereas the Transit, it's split into two segments, so you've got a really good view behind. So yeah, easy to position. The steering's nice and light round town because it's the variable electronic steering, and yeah, very easy vehicle to live with. It's also 4.8 metres long, so if you're thinking of parking it in a regular 4.9 metre long parking space, there's no issue and it doesn't stick out, which is always nice. Overall, smooth, comfortable, easy. If you don't like driving this, then just give up. There's lots of good storage on the Classic, and as you can see, this back section of the bed can be lifted up or down. You can also angle it in various positions, so when the bed's made up, you can have a sort of luxury double chaise longue, which is Quite a unique feature to this particular bed design, so that's well worth having. The storage space you get with a pop top is obviously limited by the roof height. If you wanted a taller storage area at the back, could go for the high top model. And that also comes with barn doors. Some people prefer the tailgate because they're a natural shelter. What else have you got in here? You've also got easy access to your fuses and the consumer unit. Here you'll see gas locker and your lift up shower point. This is great for rinsing off wet dogs. Those are the silver screens for the cab that can be stored in there. That's also deep enough for outdoor chairs too, so it's a good durable unit. And all the floors throughout are wipe clean, durable flooring, so you don't need to worry about getting them wet in British summer. All classic models are based on the Ford Transit Custom in the highest spec, which is the Limited, which gets you alloy wheels, colour-coded bumpers, directional lights, and also power folding mirrors. The Autocampers Classic takes a traditional side kitchen rock and roll bed layout and tweaks it to maximum effect. It's available with 3 different roof heights. The pop top we've got here sleeps 4, whereas the low line model and the high top model both sleep 2. All models have 4 really good travel seats. The rear travel seat M1 tested, so you know it's safe for all the family. And the bed system downstairs is particularly good because you can fold the rear seat up into all sorts of clever shapes. It's a really flexible layout that works really well. The Classic offers up to 4 travel seats and a sliding rear seat system is optional. All seats are M1 tested for safety and easily fold down into a bed. If you want an extra double bed, then go for the pop-top roof system.